Hi, and welcome to my channel. Please subscribe if you want more action-packed videos about taking on challenges and doing little things that scare you every day in order to become a better person tomorrow. So today's video, we'll go through 3 different methods of micro recoveries to see which one actually decreases the heart rate. So please subscribe, like the video, and keep watching to find out which one of the 3 micro recoveries helps my heartbeat decrease the fastest. So now we're going to try micro recovery number 1, and this is going to be open gaze breathing with a breathing cadence of taking an in-breath for 5 seconds, holding the breath for 5 seconds at the top, exhaling the breath for 5 seconds, holding the breath for 5 seconds, and then keep going for a total of 2.5 minutes. And during this time, as with the other 2 micro recoveries, I will use my phone to look at Whoop, where we can see my heart rate directly. And then we'll also take a look at the overall analysis that Whoop provides for the heart rate later on when we compare the different methods. So let's talk about focused breathing. And focused breathing is something that can help to calm down the body during a stress, because you're then focusing on the parasympathetic nervous system, which will help you regulate and go back to homeostasis for the body. This will help you decrease the amount of stress hormones and thereby decrease the heart rate. So let's see how well it works. Okay, so we're gonna do the focused breathing for 2.5 minutes starting now. Okay, so that was the 2.5 minutes of mindful breathing. So now we're gonna move on to the next one, once I've sort of recalibrated my own high heartbeat. Okay, so the next attempt at figuring out how to decrease the heart rate in under 2.5 minutes will be a meditation of 2.5 minutes. So we've all heard that meditation helps to lower stress over longer periods of time. So let's see if meditation is something that helps us decrease our heart rate. So for this, I will be putting my timer on 2.5 minutes, and using the Whoop app, I'll track my heart rate again. There will be no guiding in the meditation, but I will use techniques that I've learned from using Headspace. The app link is in the description below. But what I will do, since it's not guided and I don't want to have to think about what I'm doing during these 2.5 minutes, I am going to think about this bright orb in my mind and try to let thoughts come to me and then let them go, so that I'm not really allowing my mind to think about the thoughts. Okay, first we set the timer for 2.5 minutes. We'll set it on 2 minutes and 40 seconds so I can catch up here. Then we turn on, perfect, and then starting the activity. So let's start with some deep breaths. Okay, that was it. We'll have to see how it goes later. Alright, one more to go. So next, we're going to try out visualization. So what we want to do is to find a memory that is filled with love, gratitude, and just think about that memory in order to evoke the same feelings in myself today. So that'll be 2.5 minutes about thinking of a memory. Okay, so after thinking about it some, the memory that I want to think about is so the memory that I want to think about is a little bit personal, and I'm not going to share it with you, but you find an example of your own memory that gives you gratitude, feelings of warmth and love, and that puts you in a calm state whenever you think of it. Okay, almost ready for the third one, but we gotta take a hydration break. Let's put the timer on and put on the Whoop app again. And let's start. Okay, so we made it. That was the last method. It's really interesting now as we're trying to figure out what method worked for me. Did they all work similarly? And how did I feel during the different methods? What was easier? What was harder? So we'll get into the analysis soon. Okay, let's talk about the results. So it seems that according to the data, the lowest average heart rate was for technique number 3, visualization. And if you want to burn the most calories, you go with the focused breathing. It makes sense. I think for me, what felt best today was the visualization because it just put me in such a good mood. And anything that I did after was just very easy. There are some limitations to this study, and they would be that I did them all within 3 hours. While I tried to get my heart rate up between them, maybe the residual effects of the former techniques stayed with me so that it was hard to really isolate the effect of the new meditation technique. So what I would like to do is 2 things. First of all, I'd like to apply each technique for 30 days to see how it improves overall. And then I'm going to take the plunge into a Wim Hof course for 10 weeks online that I have, and I will let you know how that goes as well. So thank you for watching the whole way through, and I look forward to seeing you again.